Hi guys, this is Jenn LaSota here, and I wanted to make an application video to show you exactly what I do to put my nails on. I've never had any issues with my Jamberries just coming off. I've always taken them off because I wanted a new style, and I've had them last up to 12 days. Again, the only reason they came off is because I took them off. And so when people have a little bit of issues with their Jamberry, it's usually because you're not doing a good application. And when you have a good application, the product is great. So really the problem a lot of times is application. So I'm going to show you how I apply my Jamberries. So we're going to put on Shake Your Tail Feather today. I love this one. I'm really excited to have it on. So what I've already done is some nail prep. I have my orange stick. You can get these in your application kit from Jamberry, or you can get them for really cheap at Sally's too. So I pushed back my cuticles already, and then I used a spoon pusher. You can get this for Sally's, about $8. I have invisible cuticles really bad, so when I push back my cuticles, there is a little bit of white, and so I use the spoon pusher to push it back. It's also a really great tool to get it hot with your mini heater, and then you can just press right down because it's curved to your nail. So I love this. It's great. You don't have to have it, but I get a better application with it because I get rid of my invisible cuticles. And then next, I'm going to get some alcohol, and I'm just going to do a little bit of rubbing alcohol to make sure I get all the oils off. And I've had people ask me, is this important? Yes, it's very important to use the rubbing alcohol because you have oils and dirt on your nails, and that will get all under your jams and they won't stick. They won't, the adhesive won't work. So that's really important to get that off. Next, you want to take your jams and you want to line them up to what fits best. You don't want any skin. You don't want these touching any of your skin. And as you start to do it more, you'll know which ones fit. So I know that the second one is perfect for my pinky. It leaves a little bit of nail and no, it's not touching any skin. So I just cut these right out. I think it's a lot easier just to cut the whole strip out. Some people peel it up and cut it. That's just preference. And then what I do is I have my strip that I want, and I just cut it right in half. If you have short nails, you could probably save the middle for another application, but that won't work too well with Shake Your Tail Feather because the design's on the bottom. So next you want to make sure to not touch the wrap. So I use my tweezers. You can also use your orange stick, but I like tweezers. It gives me a little more control, and I just peel it up and I grab it like this, and then I pull off the backing. So I have it on my tweezer, and out of sight is my mini Jamberry heater. I love it. This is awesome. You can use a blow dryer. You just really need heat, but your mini heater heats up really quickly. It's quiet. You probably can't even really hear it, and within a few seconds it's super hot and ready to go. So I would recommend that. So I just put the adhesive part up to the heater, and as I start to see it curl and it gets really flexible, then I know that it's ready to go. So it only takes a couple seconds with your mini heater. So then I just put it on, and I make sure that I'm not touching any skin. The most important part is where your cuticle is. I have a little trick, so I like to not really see any nails, so I pull back this side amount of skin, and it shows a little bit extra nail, so that it's not on my skin. But then when I let go of that nail or that skin, it covers up that little bit extra piece of nail, and so you can see that it's on there really well, and it's not touching any of my skin. And I make sure, you know, it's not touching my cuticle. I just pull back the skin all around just to make sure I can see a little bit of nail. And so then you push. You press up along the center, along the sides. You really want to get all around here to seal really well, because that's what keeps anything out. Once something gets under your jam, that's when it'll pop up. And so that seal is really important. So push it up. another thing I love to do is the pull and stretch. So I have curvy nails. This is really good for curvy nails. If you have flat nails, you maybe don't need to do it, but sometimes I would get little bubbles the next day around the sides, and that is because I didn't pull and stretch the wrap to contour to my fingernail. So I just kind of hold it down right there, and I pull the center up, and then I pull the sides, and I'm going to pull them towards the center. And so you're just kind of stretching and making sure it's really on your nail really well and curved well. And then I just keep making sure my seal is nice and good. So next, I just cut them short. This is what I like to do, is just cut them a little bit above your nail because I'm going to file them off. My nails are now long enough to be able to file them because they have grown out with Jamberry. It helps me not bite them. So later on I'm going to file them, but what I like to do is move on to the next one first. So I'm going to do the second nail first before I do that. So I'm going to do it really quick just to show you guys one more time what you do. So I'm going to peel it up, get my heater on, and again put this adhesive side, so this is the design, the adhesive side is going to go next to the heat. And I can see it kind of just curl right up, and I know that it's ready. If you put your wrap on and you think, that's not really the best, it's stuck, okay, that's not really the best application, you can take them off before you push on them. You just kind of lightly set it on there. I check all my sides, and then you can pull it up real quick and put it back on if you need to. So you can reduce a little bit of readjusting, as long as you don't do your seal and push right away. So I'm making sure my seal is really great. I'm going to do the pull and stretch just to make sure. Again, you're pulling to the center, both of the sides to the center, and it's good to hold it just in case. I've never really had it pull off when I don't hold it, but I just do it just in case. Then you're going to trim it short. And the next thing I'm going to do is, I'm going to file off my other nail. And the reason that I waited to do that other nail is because I like to let it cool down, because just like most things, when they expand or when they get hot, they expand a little bit. So as it cools, it'll get shrink a little bit at the tip, and when you don't let it cool, the next day you might have a little bit of your tip showing, and so when you let it cool just that little bit, it helps. And so you're going to file at a 90-degree angle, just directly down. You don't have to be super soft about it. You're just filing that excess off. And so it helps when you had cut it short, and then you're going to file it right off, and it'll just kind of roll right off. And there is my Jamberry nail. It's not really focusing, but there it is. And I can just, if I'm a little nervous about the seal, I could just get it hot real quick and just push on it. But it looks really great, and I love it. So I hope that helps you guys. Sorry if it was a little long, but I hope that helps you guys learn how to have the best application. All right, let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. Bye.